Hello everybody, it's Ballerine. Today I'm going to do a quick review of Witch, the second book in the Mage Saga. This book is by Ken Warner. Obviously this is not the standard edition, this is the Kickstarter Deluxe Collector's Edition. Book 2 does not immediately pick up after the end of Book 1. That is not something a lot of fantasies do. Usually the story just immediately continues on, at least a lot of the ones I've read. So that is a nice little change that also threw me a little bit because I actually expected that our opening was just a prologue and we're going to jump back into Calden and the other characters who were the primary characters in the first book. Not so much. We actually start off with Jezebel and her cousin and set off the events that lead into our story. Calden and the Wayfarers come in later. Calden being not so much a secondary character, but the sidekick character, if you will, to our main character. Or perhaps saying the wizened old mentor wizard who takes our titular witch, Jezebel, throughout the adventures of this particular story. I very much enjoyed this book. I love how the lore gets expanded on here. It's not just done in such a way where we're being exposited at. Obviously, to a degree we are. It's a book, and they're giving us information. But we're giving backstory to some of the characters, to how things work, to the world itself, in a way that just fits this story. And I really dig how we set that up. It doesn't feel like he's just shoving information at you. It actually feels like real world building. And in fact, even though we still have the same overarching antagonist of Prince Henry, Dreadmort, and of course the Wraiths and that kind of stuff, we do, and when we do end up having a specific antagonist for this story, for these events, but the world building actually expands upon what Henry is doing in ways that even Henry probably doesn't expect is going to happen because of that. And I'm leaving that vague because I want you, the reader, to get that information rather than me spoil it. As far as my take on here, great book. Very eager to read the next one. For me, pros are going to be that just the world building itself, the expansion of the lore. It doesn't feel gimmicky in any way. It fits and it feels organic. Another pro, I had another one and my brain just shut down, but I'll list them here. You'll see the little pop-up. Cons are going to be that, our main character from the first one, Calden, is not the main character here. The focal character is Jezebel. Not a negative for me, but I know that might bother some readers. The other con I'm going to put on here, again, something I know is going to bother some readers, is there is some sensitive subject matter. One of the inciting incidents here is, I don't want to say who, what, where, but a specific character gets possessed by a demon and rapes another character. That topic comes up several times throughout the book because that's why Jezebel goes off on the adventure of the story. But overall, I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5, particularly because of the world building. I mean, it's an entertaining story. I just love that we deepen that story. We deepen the background. We deepen our understanding of how the world works, how the magic works. And we do it in such a way that, like I said, it feels organic. And it very much leaves me wanting to read book 3, which I will also be getting the deluxe collector's edition of. That is in process to Kickstarter now. So, thank you for watching my video, and as always, happy reading.